Well, welcome back, and today's woodworking project is going to be this small little church, and we're going to show you guys how to make it today. And we're going to make it just out of our cedar picket boards or fence boards, and we're going to show you guys how to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first board we're going to need to rip down is going to be the center. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and cut it down, and we're going to rip it down to 4 inches. Okay, now the second board, you can keep these scraps because you're going to need these scraps to cut off of what we cut off here. Okay, so the second board is going to be, we need, this is going to be the roof part. So we're going to cut one down to 1 inch. So we can cut this down to 1 inch wide this way, like this. Okay, so we'll just cut it down. And then we need one cut down to a 1 1/4 of an inch. So we'll cut another one down to 1 1/4. Okay, we're going to go with the base. This is the baseboard. So we need to measure that baseboard 11 inches. So we'll get our mark out 11 inches. And it's going to be 11 inches by 5.5. So you really don't have to cut this board because I think it come in 5.5. So I didn't do any cutting on this scrap board. So it'll be 5.5 inches wide by 11 inches long. So we need to cut this first board here. Okay, that's the base. Put that over here. Now this was the board we cut 1 inches wide, and we need 2 pieces out of this. They're going to be 3 1/4 inches each piece. Okay, so you're going to have 3 1/4, and then you're going to have another 3 1/4 here too. But I cut all these on a 31.6, so I like to cut them where I can keep my hands away. So I'm just going to go ahead and don't cut this straight off. And just go ahead and put that angle on there, 31.6. Now I can cut it straight. One, make sure they're the same size. Should be good. We'll measure here in a minute. Let's go ahead and do another 31 and 31.6. Turn it upside down. Make sure I got the same measurement. Cut it straight. Okay, we're done with this board. So we need 2 of these, and they're going to go like this. This is going to be the roof part. So we'll put these off to the side. All right, what we have here is this one here is the 1 1/4. So we're going to need 2 pieces, 1 1/4. We're going to do the exact same thing as we did to the other ones. We're going to do the 31.6. Cut it straight. Cut it straight. Last cut straight here. Now these are 5 inches long. So you need 2 of them 5 inches long by 1.25 inches on 31.6 inches on the angle. Put them off to the side. Okay, now this is the centerpiece, the steeple at the top. So we got 19 inches on that. So we're going to go ahead and put a mark on here for 19 inches. And just go ahead and cut that off straight right across the top. Now we're going to cut the same thing we did the other ones. We're going to cut these on a 31.6. Okay, so we want to get the center of this. If it's 4 inches, the center would be 2 inches. So put your 2-inch mark there. Put it down on 31.6. Same thing on the other side. Okay, this is the steeple, the center of it. Let's put it off to the side here. Okay, now we have the 2 sideboards. Okay, now each one of these sideboards should be 12 inches. So we're going to go, I think 12 inches. Yeah, so you cut them off at 12 inches high, I guess. You want to cut them straight. Let me do that 12 inch over here. I get a better view and I cut it over here. 12 inches. Like that. Alright, so we need 2 of those. The other one, just lay it up on top like this. Makes it just a little bit faster. Like this one. Okay, now we're going to need that angle on this one because you see the 2 angles that come down from the steeple being in the middle. So we got to cut those 2 angles here. Now I came up from the side 9 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so I came from the bottom to the side right here, almost to the top. 9 3/4. You can see right here. And then we're going to cut that 31.6 on that angle up. Okay. Oh, let's go this way. Okay, that's what you got left. So let's go ahead and start putting this thing together and see what it comes out to. Thing you want to do is stick these 2 together right here like this. Alright, and then we're going to use some glue and staples, so we're going to place this in the middle and just get the center. So we're going to measure across here 2 inches. Okay, and then I can do the same thing here if I want to see the top piece of it, but I'm going to guess at it. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this on there and then I'll run a roller on it. So if I line that 2-inch mark up on the bottom here and put some glue, but I'm going to use 1-inch staples on this. So let's go ahead and glue it. And I like this part come down. I think it looks better coming down. This will be the front of it. So let's go this way. Yeah, this will be the front. Just like that. Okay, I don't want to put too many in the front so you can see it. We'll put that staples on the back, or brad some. That's what I'm using, brad. So about a 3.5 here and 3.5 here. So it looks pretty good. Let's put 2. Let's put 1 here, 1 here. All right, now I'm gonna flip it over and I'll put some staples here in the back. keep calling them staples, but they're brad nails because I use a lot of staples. Okay, our next board. Let's go ahead and get the two little roof parts here, and they are the 5 inches. So they're just gonna kind of place them right up against like that. So you just like this here, and put a little glue on it. Come on. Now I'm going to use a bigger staple. I'm going to use the 1.5 inch staple. So I'll go in a little bit further. Okay, let's go ahead and do the top here. So we're going to do pretty much the same thing. Just kind of put them something like this. So they kind of have a little bit of the overhang on the front. Okay. We're going to put something underneath here to help me hold that up. Let me go ahead and check it and make sure. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's do this other side. Okay, like I said, everything that we're doing here, you can make it out of just scrap wood, okay? So the next thing you need to do is put the small little door in. So let's get the little door and get ready to put it in. Okay, right here it is. Now, all I did was just, you could put anything there just to kind of make it round on the top, okay? And of course the door inches, we're trying to keep the same number on most of all this. So I got 5 inches, so I'll have to cut that down to 5 inches and then round this off. What I'm going to use is just a sander, and then just use a sander to round this off here, instead put it into a saw. Let's go see what it looks like. What do you think? Just find the middle of this one. And of course, see about, yeah, I would say the center of this thing, 2 3/4, so it would be 1 1/4 or a quarter. Yeah. Let's see. This is what this piece. Now you can make this piece a little bit longer, and what I was trying to say, I had it 2 inches on the other one. To cut this one down, this is a piece of scrap wood. It cut it down to 1 3/4, but you can make it 2 inches so you can get that centered out right there. So we got it centered out. We're just gonna put a little mark down here at the bottom and just kind of hold it right there. And then put some staples. All the wood that I did here, I'll round it off, just sand it off with the sander. So let's go ahead and put a little glue on this. Place it here. Keep moving. Okay, get this way. Hold still. Okay, and I can just take the ruler, see what I have. Yeah, 1/8. 1/8 there. Okay. Oh, am I using no staples? Let me see. Very nice. Probably not using. Probably don't have any staples on it. Something ain't making it go out. Let's try this one. Alright, there. There we go. Do that measurement again. Yeah, that's on there. So what we have next is just the bottom board here. This here. And like I said, that bottom board is 11 inches long. Okay? Okay, what it's going to need is we're going to have to bring it up a little bit because I'm going to center this, and to center it I just need a couple boards, and here we have these, and these are 3/4 inch, so they're just regular 1-bys, and we're going to put them underneath, I guess. Okay, and then our board to go just like this right here. See? So that'll be where it's going to sit. Easier that way if you just put something underneath of it to kind of hold it up. Let's see what side I like. It looks like. Pick out the best side. Okay, there you go. It's a nice little project. It doesn't take that long. Just once you get your cuts and everything, it seems to go pretty fast. And then what I did, I made sure I sanded everything. I try to sand the wood before I put it together, most of it, because some of that wood was where I had left over from once before I was doing some other work. And you can leave it rough. You know, it don't matter. You can probably leave the back rough if you want to. You don't have to. You don't have to really sand them if you don't want to. It just makes the paint work better on it. Sticks a lot better. So this is the one we've done here. Okay. These little trees here, we got this from Walmart. I think Hobby Lobby had them. I'm pretty sure we've seen them. Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and then of course Walmart had them. Walmart, I think, had a little bit better deal on them. And then of course the little bells, everybody's getting them in. Paint it up and maybe give it to somebody as a gift. I would suggest making wood items or making anything that you would like to make, and give it to somebody that you know is down, that you want to bring them up a little bit, make them happy, put a smile on their face. That's all we're always looking for. Okay, if that's it, okay, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All right, thanks for watching, and yeah, have a great day.